It's been a wonderful, real-time change in the way we're able to adapt to student needs.
What formative assessment am I using daily so that I can measure whether or not in that class period kids are learning the material? A good exit ticket can tell whether or not a kid has a superficial understanding of the information or has some depth of understanding. And then the next day, the teacher can differentiate their lesson based on student needs. An exit ticket is a formative assessment linked to the objective of the lesson.
Typically they're short, just a few questions, and they're focused on one particular skill. And we design them ourselves. They're just what I want to know if the students mastered that day in the classroom. It can also be used to kind of anticipate something that you might be working on for the next day's lesson. Do they already know it, or do they know parts of it? Where can you kind of start your lesson?
Some teachers use Pull Anywhere. Some teachers utilize a Google form where kids can enter in their information, and that Google form will then organize the data for the teacher into an Excel spreadsheet. And some teachers just use paper and pencil.
First thing, let's circle number 1, exit ticket. I just want to know key points. What are the best things that your group came up with? Your connections. So historically, a current events connection, a connection you made to.
I just wanted to see where each group kind of really got to in their discussion in terms of depth. It lets me see which group, if they're not reaching that level, for example, that I should spend a lot more time talking with them and helping them to develop that, and which groups are working really well independently.
We use the digital exit tickets weekly or daily, depending on the unit.
And we purposely use one, so every 9th grade student, we have that data.
We teach the same course, and we co-plan every single day's lesson together. And that gives us a real opportunity to discuss what our data is showing and what do we need to change. We can use exit tickets to focus in on just understanding one small concept. For instance, today's exit ticket asked them to identify what elements were in persuasion, what elements were in argument, and then we gave them examples of pathos, ethos, and logos. They had to identify which of those elements were most prominent. So that gave us an idea of whether or not they could differentiate between the three.